countryside. We are not in America, just so you know.
The reason we're in the Skoda today is actually because we had hauling needs for this road trip. And Paul and Todd wanted to drive a European-only car, so there you go.
I am Skoda-ing. I'm doing 180 kilometers an hour in a Skoda.
Octavia RS with the good seats and the GTI engine. The Octavia starts life as a family wagon, and there's a lot of wagons in Germany. So this is sort of the hotter, sportier version, but I don't know that that's what it's really designed for. This is not a track car, of course.
If you're interested in buying a Skoda Octavia and you want to have the wagon version, you more likely than not have done something that causes you to have hauling needs now.
I think it's aimed at the market that is squarely at the dad and the mom that wants something a little bit sportier but still need to have space for kids and go on road trips like this and be comfortable. What I'm trying to discover, though, is what about this car is rooted in the Czechoslovakian brand and the culture? Nothing.
What's funny, Europe gets all these hatchbacks that we don't get. However, a lot of them are just variations on things we do get. In this case, what is this? This is a Golf wagon. Now, we don't really get that car, but interior-wise, it is a car that we get. I actually really like these seats. They're pretty cool. Nice interior. It definitely feels like something out of the Volkswagen lineup. Only a few things that kind of tell you this is a different car, badging being the main one. Out of the quality of the leathers, the plastics, everything feels exactly like it would in a Golf.
The sat-nav is very, very good. It's a touchscreen unit, but you can do quite a few things with the buttons actually, which always helps me out because I don't much like touchscreens in a car. I feel comfortable in here. There you go. Let's travel in comfort. Let's not close the eyes though. Not quite autopilot yet.
This car, in spite of being the sporty version, is great at what you probably really need it for, which is you want to transport people where there's actually surprisingly good legroom in the back. I mean, the kind of legroom where you get in and you go, this is really roomy back here.
Everything about this car feels like German engineering because it is. This is really just a brand recognition exercise. I'm all for it, because that gives Volkswagen an opportunity to do different things. It actually looks unique. It's distinctive. It's sort of the cross between a little bit of Audi, a little bit of Volkswagen, but they've got to keep it down market too because of the price. It's like Skoda is the opportunity for Volkswagen and Audi designers to flex their muscles, their design language in a different way.
The motor in here is actually the unit you get in the VW GTI with the performance pack, which means 2 liter, 230 horse.
This is an engine you can just wind out. That's one of the things we love about Volkswagen products. And Audi, you can wind them to redline and they're just fine with it. Tom comments on this all the time. He does such early upshifts. If he's not after it on the autobahn, he upshifts really soon. Todd and I don't think like that. We're winding it out all the time, or just leaving it in third. And he comments on this. He says, so you like third gear, huh? Why not just save some fuel and upshift to fifth or sixth? It doesn't even occur to us.
I only have a quarter tank of gas.
You can actually click the little thing and then it's just going to hold.
Right. All right. We're good.
48. Get that camera going. 250.
Yeah, we got it.
Yes.
This feels as easy to drive as a GTI. That's one of the things I love about GTIs. You hop in and you're gone. It feels like the oversized GTI though. It feels like a big heavy GTI that you can feel all the weight in the back.
If you look at the car from the outside though, you can immediately see there's going to be quite a bit of suspension travel happening there.
It rolls over quite alarmingly, actually. And you think initially, oh, well, that's a problem, it's not going to stick. That's what was so alarming, is it actually sticks really well. It's laid over on one of its wheels before it did it.
It's not to an extent where it gets bad, but it's to an extent where you don't want to necessarily push too hard. The sweepers, it deals with those just fine, no issue whatsoever. It's when the roads get more technical that even though you do have the limited slip differential, if you have a bunch of hairpins, you're not going to have the best time. The car's character is important because if you want something that's a bit more hardcore that you can take to the Nürburgring and everything like that, you're just going to buy the Seat Leon Cupra 290. You get the Wagon, which they call the ST version, and there's that. Now within the VW group, it makes no sense to have a super hot Skoda. Obviously Skoda could put in harder suspension, firmer suspension, and have this corner much, much flatter.
I keep thinking about this as the family, normal, can go fast Germany car. Great, because it does. It goes fast pretty easily. It's got cargo space. It's got a nice interior in here. This is not trying to be the family hot rod necessarily. I mean, okay, the badging and the suggestion is that we are. It's not really. I mean, you really could do a lot more aggressive family haulers.
It feels like I couldn't quite pop for the Audi, or maybe I didn't want to. But I didn't just want a Volkswagen. Skoda it is. You get all the German engineering, you get the sat-nav, you get the quality feel that we love about Volkswagen Audi products. But yet, it's different.
From a usability standpoint, great. From a I need to go fast on the autobahn standpoint, perfect actually. It is a very usable car. It is, well, guess what? I'm in a Golf Wagon. It happens to say Skoda Octavia on the back, but it's a Golf Wagon. By the way, I have no idea what accent that is. I just keep falling into it when I see the Skoda.
We've never had all three of us in a car before, so inevitably, everybody watching is going to ask, how many journalists does it take to properly slice this car up and figure out where it fits?
It's a Skoda Wagon, and it took 3 of us to review it.
It was so complex and so mystifying, it took 3 of us.
But haven't they revised this car since we were there?
Yeah, they have recently come out with a facelift, which, as far as I can tell, is essentially headlights, taillights, the usual.
Sure, okay.
But the important bit, they now have electronic dampers.
Oh, cool. All right.
Which that might make it less body rolly.
Is that a new term? Do we need to start using this across all reviews from here on out?
Body rolling. People will flock to us for
I get it.
precision of commentary if we talk about body rolling.
Correct terminology here.
But here's the thing I actually want to know about this car. In the German market, who's this car for? How's it positioned?
That's Skoda is like their slogan is simply clever, right? So they actually have a bunch of clever stuff. What I find surprising is since 2013, they've sold 100,000 RSs.
Really?
You're kidding me.
That's a bunch. That's a bunch.
What do you have coming up next? Because you're like restarting your drive season, aren't you?
Yeah, I actually am, and it's going to be starting out with a good one. I'm going to be driving a 911 GTS.
No kidding.
The jealousy runs deep over here, my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually thrilled for you. That's fantastic.
Anything else on the list coming up?
Oh yeah, Toyota GT86, finally on my list.
All right.
Right on.
Good.
I'm actually almost as excited about that.
Well, but it's one of our greatest hits cars.
I love the idea of the GT86, and I very highly doubt that I'm not going to like it.
Well, we'll see. But as always, man, huge thanks.
Yeah.
This piece is another one really well shot, very well driven, and honestly, first piece we've ever had with all 3 of us. So that's an editorial accomplishment as well, so thank you.
Yeah, well done. Thank you, man.
Latest.